Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Valentin Dias. In a shocking incident, firstly on Saturday night at around 10:30 p.m., the police received a call that two minors' dead bodies were found at Kandoli. Yes, two minors, one 8-year-old boy and another 15-year-old girl were found dead in suspicious conditions, wherein the police suspected murder. The father of the deceased was the main suspect. But within no time, as the sun rose, this case got more mysterious when the father, Joy Fernandez's body, was found hanging behind his own house. All the deceased body had been sent to GMC for post-mortem. Prima facie shows a double murder-suicide wherein both the kids were strangulated by the father and then he killed himself by hanging on a tree behind his own house, says the Superintendent of Police of North Goa. Here's more.
A mysterious and shocking incident. Firstly, on Saturday night at around 10:30, the police received a call that two minor dead bodies were found at Kandalim. Yes, two minors, one of 8-year-old boy and 15-year-old girl were found dead in a suspicious condition, wherein the police suspected a murder, wherein father of the deceased was the main suspect. The incident took place at Orta Guado, Santa Cruz, Kandalim. Later, as the sun rises, this case got more mysterious when the father, Joy Fernandez's body was found hanging behind his own house on a tree. His body has been sent to GMC for post-mortem. Prima facie seems that both kids were strangled by the father and then he was killed himself by hanging on the tree behind the house, says SP North. The kids had gone for a wedding last night while the mother saw them returning home from the wedding. This is what sources claim. Watch to what some of the relatives and family friends have to say.
Besides burgin so what to tell you? I am not in a position to say something. If it was this thing, normal this thing, I could have said something. But two children are dead. He also committed suicide, and what exactly the reason of that, I have no idea.
रात को 10:30 के आसपास कलंगूट पुलिस स्टेशन के एरिया में पीसीआर में कॉल आया कि दो बच्चे अनकॉन्शियस पड़ा हुआ है. तो इमीडिएटली पीसीआर रीच देयर. दे वर टेकन टू पीएचसी में दे वर डिक्लेयर्ड एज ब्रॉड डेड. प्राइमा फेसी व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इज लाइक वहाँ पे हस्बैंड वाइफ और दो बच्चे रहते थे. मदर केम अराउंड 5 o'clock और वहाँ पे अंदर से बंद पड़ा था रूम. सो शी केप्ट वेटिंग फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम. फिर जब दरवाज़ा नहीं खोल रहा था नेबर्स को बुलाया तो देन दे वर फाउंड समथिंग इज सस्पिशियस. तो पीछे से जाके दरवाज़ा तोड़ के अंदर गया तो बॉडीज वेर फाउंड लाइंग. द हस्बैंड जो भी फादर है, फादर वॉज नॉट फाउंड इन द एरिया. उनके फ़ोन में ट्राई किया तो फ़ोन भी आउट ऑफ कवरेज या स्विच ऑफ आ रहा था. सो द पुलिस वेर ट्रेसिंग ट्राइंग टू फाइंड हिम आउट वेयर ही इज. पूरा रात को हमारा टीम इसमें काम किया. टुडे मॉर्निंग वी फाउंड कि जो घर में जहाँ पे ये बॉडी पड़ा हुआ था उसके कम से कम 100 मीटर दूरी में थोड़ा सा फॉरेस्ट एरिया में, मतलब थिक बुश एरियाज में ही वॉज फाउंड हैंगिंग. So we suspect the father.
Story by Prakash Kadikar for Herald TV.
Several Goans from all walks of life, including various activists, organized a protest at Old Goa on Sunday to condemn the centre as well as the state government over failure to protect Goa's interests on Madre. They lambasted the central government for approving the detailed project report of Karnataka allowing the diversion of Madre waters without consulting Goa. Further, they chided the state government for failing to protect Goa's interest and falling prey to the political clout of Karnataka.
Several Goans from all walks of life, including various activists, organized a protest at Old Goa on Sunday to condemn the centre as well as the state government over the failure to protect Goa's interest on Madre. Activists have urged Goans to understand the gravity of the situation and join this agitation on Madre issue in large-scale numbers if they do not want to thirst for water in the coming years.
Association of Agents from Goa. आज आमी हांगा मुद्दम ओल्ड गोवा पवित्र स्थाना हांगा येयल्ले आसात. आमची म्हादेई आमकां जाय म्हणून सांगपाक आनी सरकाराक जो पळय सरकार न्हिदला ताका जागो करपाक. आज हांव तुमकां एक विचारता, गोंयाक सरकार आसा, हो सरकार आहा तो मेल्लो आहा, हो जितो ना. जितो आशिल्लो जाल्यार हो कितें तरी करतलो आशिल्लो. हे सरकाराचो एकच प्रिंसिपल, आयाराम गयाराम कमिशन खयाराम. तुम्ही जाणात माधवीक लागून आनी सुप्रीम कोर्ट केस घाली, कोर्टांनी पयशे काडून आदोगादा फारीक केले आनी रिजल्ट कितें जालो, रिजल्ट 0 जालो आनी कोणाक पडून वचूना. आनी आतां कितें करता पळय, हो बीजेपीचो सरकार आहा तो काँग्रेसी कोर्ट दाखयता, काँग्रेस बीजेपी कोर्ट दाखयतात आनी हे एकमेकाक कोर्ट दाखयतात आनी आमकां गोंयकारांक हे फटयतात. तेन्ना आमी फटवळची ना आनी आमी सरकाराक सांगूंक सोदतात, जर तूं माधवी नदी जर सांबाळून जर दवरना जर जाय तर तुम्ही 40 जाण अलिबाबा 40 करेलाचे बसले ते सकल देवा पयले.
Devendra Gaukar for Herald TV.
A group of Kalangut youth held a peaceful march on Sunday in protest against illegal dance bars and other illegalities that is going on in the beach village of Kalangut. This fight is ours and everyone's. It's a fight for the future generations. It's a battle to put an end to all the illegalities taking place in the village. We are protesting against illegal dance bars and are operating in Kalangut and also other illegalities like massage parlors, drugs, prostitutions and various others, said the locals.
A group of Kalangut youth held a peaceful protest actually on Sunday against illegal dance bars and other illegality that was going on in the beach village of Kalangut. The peaceful march began from Jambeshwar temple and winded up at the Baka beach. One of the protesting youth said, "Dance bars are like cancers and it is spreading fast. This cancer is not only confined to the village of Kalangut but is spreading in the other parts of Goa. We don't take the right steps in time, then consequences should be dreadful for our future." We are protesting against illegal dance bars that are operating in Kalangut and also all other illegalities like massage parlors, drugs, prostitution.
डान्स बार चलता पळय ती सगळी बंद जावची. कित्याक सांग, कालांगूटच्या लोकांकूच कितें तरी करचें पडटलें, भायले लोक येवचे ना हांगा करपाक. तेका लागून आमी सगळे लोक एकटे जाल्ले आहा फूल कालांगूट. आनी कालांगूट आनी डान्स बार आमकां हांगासर नाका. आमचो पयलोय बिझनस हांगा चलतालो, कितें सगळे लोक जेयताले खाताले सारके बरे भशेन. मात जी डान्स बारां जाल्या पळय तेन्नाच्यान हांगा झगडी प्रॉस्टिट्यूशन चड वाडलेलें आहा. हे आमकां नाका. आसलें तशें 30 वर्सां पयलीं तशें बरे भशेन सगळें चलचें आनी बिझनस सगळ्यांनी बरो करचो. वायट हो कोणीच करचो न्हू.
It's Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
From the past several weeks, people from different parts of Perne Taluka have been complaining about acute water scarcity. The scarcity of water was always a major issue for Perne Taluka as people do not have water needed for basic facilities like toilets and other domestic purposes. Today the taps have turned completely dry in Pechetawada in Korgaon, Perne for the last 2 months. Even if the water is released, it's released only in the middle of the night for less than an hour, making it difficult for people to wake up and fill water. Locals have demanded that the water should be released for at least 4 hours and also threatened that if water is not released in the next 24 hours, then locals will agitate and hit the streets in protest.
For the past 2 months, people in Korgaon Perne are not receiving proper water. Today their taps have turned completely dry in the Pechwada in Korgaon Perne. Even if the water is released, it's released only in the middle of the night, which is creating a lot of trouble for them, they have alleged. Hence, the locals have threatened to come out in protest and threatened that if water is not released within 24 hours, then they will agitate and hit on the streets.
रातच्या 4 येता 2 येता 2 डायबिटीची मनशां कशी पाणी भरूंक शकता. तो मेन प्रॉब्लेम. आता सगळ्या लोकांक डायबिटीज झाल्या. रातच्या 4 12 तर तेका येयला, ते शेजारणींक तर 12 येयला, म्हाका येता 3 म्हणजे तितको अगर आम्ही जागरण करून बसपाची, कितकी जागरण करपाची.
आमकां 15 days उदक नासलें आनी आतां हय 15 days उदक नासलें. आतां लेट रातचे 3 2 येता. आमकां भुरगीं आसतात, सकाळी फुडें उठचें पडटा बेगीन तांकां इस्कॉलाक पावोवपाक. तेका लागून आमचे प्रॉब्लेम. आमकां 8 नासलें न्हू, आफ्टर 2 आतां ऑल्टरनेट डेज येता. एक दीस सोडून येता.
येता ते ऑल्टरनेट डेज
येता पूण लेट मदयांचेर सारकें 3 4 सारकें. आनी ते मातशें येयले जाल्यार वद्या वर 1 वर लास्ट, मागीर ते जाय तितले तितून करूंक जाय.
तुमी कितें डिमांड करता?
आमी चड डिमांड करता आमकां मातशें बेगीन उदक हाड, आनी नाजाल्यार तूं 4 hours नाजाल्यार 3 hours बसून उदक जाता धाडटा, पूण फास्ट धाड. ऑल्टरनेट डेज धाड. हांव म्हणटा तो हें नाका म्हणोना ऑल्टरनेट डेज बसून, पूण बेगीन धाड. आनी 4 hours ना 3 hours तर प्रेशरार धाड, आनी कांय ना.
ह्या सायडीन प्रेशर
ना प्रेशराचेच प्रॉब्लेम हांगा.
A story by Makbul for Herald TV.
At a time when every second person is talking about the New Year's resolutions, there's a group of people from the village of Chinchini who have shown that they have what it takes to implement their resolution to transform vast acres of fallow land into fertile fields, and this is just a beginning for them. This is no mean feat, as these lands were barren for more than 30 years, and it took them months of painstaking efforts to finally achieve their goal of reviving agriculture in their village despite the obstacles they faced. Here's more on this story.
Now, at the time when second person is talking about New Year resolution, there are a group of people from the village of Chinchini who have shown that they have what it takes to implement their resolution to transform vast acres of fallow land into fertile fields. For the perspective, the area in question, namely Tangabat, was once a sea pool of garbage where one can carcasses of animals were thrown. Today, there's clear water, lush green fields, clean fresh air, and local belief that the place even has potential of becoming tourist spot. Watch.
We have introduced the drone already, but right now we are doing a little research on quantum of chemicals, pesticides, fertilizers to be used. So right now we are doing all those trials, and in this we have already done trials in fields already of farmers, and this coming season we will be full swing. That is, all those who would like to have their fields fertilized or plant care to be taken care of, the drone will do that. And the drone will be coming at a very rock bottom price for the farmer. Probably they will have to spend only 30 paise per square meter of whatever they would like to have, be it plant protection, be it fertilization, or whatever required for the plants.
आता हितून आमकां सांगपाक म्हणल्यार आमी चड आनी चड देव बरें करूं म्हणटा आभारी आमगे फादर जॉर्ज क्वादर्स आहा. फादर जॉर्ज क्वादर्स ताका जायते एक्सपिरियन्स आहा हितून कल्टिवेशना, आनी तेणी हें सगळें आखें आमी पावसा त्या मागीर कल्टिवेट करून घेतलां, आनी आमकां जालां जायती पीक जाल्या, आनी लोकां आमी ती ओदर जे पळय टॅनंट तांकां डिस्ट्रिब्यूट केलां. ते एकदम फर्स्ट टायम आपणा आतां ब्रावन रायस सगळे पॉलिश करून गिरिनी दवरून आमी हाडून दिता तांकां. सो ते एकदम खुशाल, आनी आमी भितर एक अंडरस्टँडींग एकदम बरें आहा. हांव सद्या प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ कम्युनिटी ऑफ Chinchini and also president of the agriculture club of Chinchini.
A story by Carsten Miranda and Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
High voltage drama was witnessed on Sunday at Sankwal after the comunidad tried to dump mud and block the road by trucks while claiming that local residents are trying to encroach their land in the name of the road. However, the locals sat in front of the trucks and did not allow the mud to be dumped.
High voltage drama was witnessed on Sunday at Sankwal after Sankwal Comunidad tried to dump mud and block the road by trucks while claiming that local residents are trying to encroach their land on the name of the road. Watch.
लास्ट टायम तेणी आता म्हाजे आरोप करता कितें बरं हांवें माती घातली म्हणून. एक्चुअली हांवें माती घालनासली, आमचे साखळ्या कोमदाच्या कमिटीन माती घातलेली, आनी इंट्रस्ट ऑफ द आमचे शेअर होल्डर जे कंपाउंडर्स आहा ते कळ्ळें न्हू. आतां हांकां कितें इंट्रस्ट आहा म्हाका खबर ना, इतले आमचे कडेन वाद करपाचो हें करपाचो. ऑलरेडी हांकां ऑलरेडी रस्तो दिल्लो आहा, तो बी अप्रूव्ड रोड तेंचे प्लॅनर आहा, म्हाजी फायल सुद्दां आहा, ते फायली हांव दाखोवंक शकता आमकां. कळ्ळें न्हू. आतां मुद्दाम म्हणजे तुमकां आमकां त्रास कशें ना, ही जमीन जी आहा ती आमची शेअर होल्डराची, सद्या ही जमीन आमी शेअर चोरून कळ्ळें न्हू शेअर जमीन आमची कळ्ळें न्हू आतां हे चोर येयले हांगा चोरपाक हांगा
लास्ट मंथाक डिसेंबरान 14 तारखेक 15 तारखेक सुमार हांगा एक कोण तरी जयेश फडते म्हणटा पळय ताणें माती घातलेली आनी आमी डेप्युटी कलेक्टराक हें सांगून कंप्लेन हे केल्ली आनी हेजेर अगेन्स्ट ऑर्डर आमकां मेळ्ळी की बाबा ती माती काडची म्हणून आनी ती आमी काडली माती कळ्ळें न्ही आतां हे परत येयले आनी आमी हे परत काडटले कळ्ळें न्ही हे परत काडटले ही सगळ्यांक हे कलाभवन हे जे आहा पळय इन्स्टिट्यूट आहा तांकांय रोड आहा सगळ्यांक रोड आहा आमी हो लास्ट 16 इयर्स आमी हो वापरता
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Objecting to the high rate of Sopo collected by the temple committee, vendors and stall owners at the ongoing Bodgeshwar Jatra in a sign of protest downed their shutters on Saturday evening, but later resolved the issue after holding a meeting with the temple committee. Exhibiting a rare sign of unity, almost 70% of the vendors voluntarily shut down their stalls, complaining against the unreasonable hike in the Sopo fees.
Stall owners at the Bodgeshwar Jatra on protest as high fees plans to shut the shops. Objecting to the high rates of the Sopo collectors by the temple committee, vendors and stall owners are at the ongoing Bodgeshwar Jatra in a sign of protest down their shutters on Saturday late evening, but later resolved the issue after holding a meeting. Incidentally, besides paying fees to the temple committee, the vendors and stall owners have to also shell out payments of municipality fees and fixed charges to the farmers who own the land. Watch to what they have to say.
500 रुपया आता तेंच्यांनी केला 1000 रुपया आणि ह्या बिझनेसार इन्कम म्हणतात पळय ते अगदी लो असता हांगा हार्डवर्क खूप आता तेंचे म्हणणे कितें आसा की 1000 रुपया पर मिटरा प्रमाणे तांकां हिशोब दिवंक जाय आता म्हाजो जर 10 मीटर जालो तर 10,000 रुपया दिवंक जाय त्याच प्रमाणे म्युनिसिपालिटीचे वेगळे पैसे म्युनिसिपालिटीचे 3000 कितले सांगले ते म्युनिसिपालिटी
अजून डिसिजन देऊन हय ताणें डिसिजन दिता म्हणलं आमी रिक्वेस्ट घातल्या 500 रुपया स्क्वेअर मीटर म्हणलें
हय सो ते असे जर हिशोब करत न्हू हे सोप्याचे जाग्यावाल्यांचे आणि म्युनिसिपालिटीचे जर करत तर 20 ते 22,000 रुपया कमीत कमी खर्च ल्हान दुकानांक आसा सो हो इन्कम आमचो इतलो स्कोपान ना की जेणे करून आमी तांकां हे फारीक करू शकता सो आमी हो विशय केला की आज ही दुकानां बंद करपाची की जेणे करून हो खर्च तेंच्यांनी विचार करपाचो आमच्या बद्दलचो
सकाळच्यान बंद दवरला तुमी
ना आमी आतां विचारपाक गेले कितें करूं तुमी कितें कमी करता कन्सेशन करता तेंच्यांनी आमी 1000 रुपयात कमी करचे ना गेल्या वर्सा 500 रुपया असले ते म्हणून तेंच्यांनी 1000 रुपया केले आमी कितें म्हटलें 5 दीस बसता ते ना तुम्ही 12 दिसाचे फारीक करा आणि 5 दीस बसता 5 दीस बसा नाल्यार 12 दीस बसा हे तेंचे चालू आसा
Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
There has been a balanced destruction of mangroves in violation of the Environment Protection Act during the project of strengthening and renovation of the old Band from Herald Bridge to Kakula House at Kandoli by the Water Resource Department, the Kalangut Constituency Forum claimed. The 4.5 crore project involves repairs of the old Band and development of the mangrove walk alongside the Nerul-Sinkeri River with various recreational facilities.
Mangroves being destroyed in Kandalim during bund repairs, alleges Kalangut Constituency Forum. In a complaint to the Goa Coastal Zone Management Authority and other departments, the Supremo of this forum, Brimanand, said that the existing 3.5 meter width of the bund has been expanded to 6 by 8 meters by doing landfilling and destroying the mangroves, the biodiversity and the water bodies. The forum also pointed out that landfilling is done on a large scale by covering the water bodies and causing destruction of its biodiversity to expand the width of the existing bund for vehicular movements and the interest of a builder lobby.
आज आमी हांगा जमलेले आहा नेरूल आणि कांदोलिंबो ब्रिज आहा त्याच्या सकल एक बांद आसा जो कानोळे पंचायतीच्या ज्युरिडिक्शनान आहा थंयसर आमी जमलेले आहा आनी हो प्लॅन तुमकां सारको क्लियर दाखयता जो आमी RTIन घेतलेलो आसा हांगा हेचेर आयलँड दाखयला पार्किंग दाखयला रस्तो पूण तेका वीथ कितली दवरल्या कितें हे मेजरमेंट कांय ना विदाउट द मेजरमेंट प्रॉपर मेजरमेंट तेंच्यांनी हो प्लॅन पास केला आणि दुसरे रस्त्याची वीज कितली धरपाची ती खबर ना. आमी एक कंप्लेन फायल केला. ह्या हेचेर आमी कंप्लेन फायल केला. हे जे डेव्हलपमेंट जे जाता पळय आमी तेच्या एगेन्स्ट ना. डेव्हलपमेंट करपाचें, पूण डेव्हलपमेंट जे आहा पळय ते सस्टेनेबल डेव्हलपमेंट आसपाक जाय. जशें आमकां दिसता हें पळय फाटल्यानसून रस्ते करता आनी व्हडले 6 मीटर रस्त्याचे एक्सेस दाखयता पळय ते आमकां दिसता इट इज फुडें वचोन एक मोटरेबल एक्सेस जातलो. जेन्ना आमचो MLA सांगता की हांगर मॅनग्रोव वॉक आपण प्लॅन करता म्हणून, जर तर तो मॅनग्रोव वॉक तो करता जाल्यार तेका 5 मीटर किंवा 6 मीटर ह्या रस्त्याची गरज ना. तेका फकत 3 मीटर किंवा 3.5 मीटर ही गायडलायन्स आसा NGTची की एवरी बांद जो आसता पळय तो 3.5 मीटराच्या वयर वीथ आसूं उपकारना ताची. जेन्ना आमी हे सगळे नजरेक हाडून दिलें ऑथॉरिटीच्या हे आमी 21 डिसेंबरान आमी कंप्लेन फायल केल्या टू ऑल द ऑथॉरिटीज. पण आयज पासून एके ऑथॉरिटीन हाचेर आमकां रिप्लाय धाडूंक ना किंवा इन्स्पेक्शन नोटीस धाडूंक ना. आयज जाली 6 तारीख. सो ऑलमोस्ट अरावंड 15 दीस जाले ऑथॉरिटी कांयच एक्शन घेना. ऑथॉरिटी अशी दिसता की ऑथॉरिटीज सारकी न्हिदल्या म्हणून.
Story by Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
Even as fish-loving Goenkars may wonder that the kingfish is not available in plenty this season so far, there's virtually a glut of the golden mackerel in the market. Mackerel has turned out to be the major catch of the mechanized boat owners as well as by the traditional fishermen over the last few days, so much so that fish has found its way to the fish meal plants for want of ice and demand. Here are some glimpses of the bumper catch at Baga.
It was a huge bumper catch, and this time it was in Baga, where fishermen net bumper catch of mackerels at Baga. Mackerels have turned out as a major catch for the mechanized boats owners as well as the traditional fishermen over the last few days, so much that fish has found its way to fish meal plants for want of ice and demand. Here are some of the glimpses of the bumper catch at Baga. Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
Uge Rising defeated Kotori Gymkhana 3-1 to book their place in the final of the Father Agnello football tournament organized by Father Agnello Youth Sports Club of Paroda and played at Avade Paroda grounds.
Now, Uge Rising defeated Kotori Gymkhana 3-1 to book their place in the finals of the Father Agnello soccer football tournament organized by Father Agnello Youth Sports Club of Paroda and played at the Avade Paroda ground. Uruguay Rising scored through Sailesh Velip, Macron, Da Costa and Alisson D'Souza. Milagros Fernandez reduced the margin for Kurturim Gymkhana. And here are the highlights. Story by Ignacio Norona for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. For more news and alerts, please follow us on Twitter at @OHeraldoGoa and also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Herald TV. Thank you and keep watching Herald TV.